Hello, everybody. It is Charles Vest, and I am live once again on a Saturday morning, giving you a little of just a couple minutes of some ninja sales secrets. As you can see, the ninja is right over there, hanging up over my head, and he's over there hanging on my book. And I just want to first of all thank all of you for really just supporting the Ninja Sales Secrets, these ninja tips that you get every Saturday morning. All of you that have bought the paperback book, the Kindle, and newly released the newly released audio book, Audible book. And what's cool about the Audible book is if you want a free Audible book, just give me a holler, shoot me a text, or even respond right here on the messages and on the postings, and I will give you a coupon to get it for free. I have 50 of them, and I didn't realize that they gave me 50 coupons for free Audible books. You know, they want you to join Audible, which everyone should be part of anyway. It's like $4 or $5 a month, and you get access to all these books. Every book that you would probably buy at Amazon, you can now get the Audible version. And let's face it, we all would like to turn our automobiles into our, success university. So this is your opportunity to kind of, move up into the, learning while you drive instead of listening to all the crap that's on the radio now. I had the hardest time finding something that was, just decent to listen to without it being so spewed one way or another, and opinions and conspiracy theories, and all of a sudden all these people become significant because they can spout whatever they want because of the First Amendment right. That's your right, but I also have a right to listen to good stuff, like Ninja Sales Secrets, like all the other books that are out there, like the hundreds of books I have on my bookshelf, and so anyway, you can just go ahead and mark here that you'd like to have a free copy, and I'll shoot it over to you. I'll instant message you. I will Facebook message you a free Audible copy of the book. Guess what? You can, what if you could learn how to be way more successful in sales? And I don't mean going to work for a sales organization. I mean, what if you could literally learn some sales tips enough for you to be able to thrive in any sales environment? And guess what? You are in a sales environment right now. If you are on Facebook, you're in a sales environment. If you want to make any money on a side hustle, you're obviously in a sales environment. If you are still looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right, you are in a sales environment, and so on and so forth. And so, what if you could learn how to be a ninja sales, expert in 37 minutes? Well, that's how long it takes to listen to my book, Ninja Sales Secrets. It takes 37 minutes to listen to the whole Audible. And most people, when I give them the book and I give them an autographed copy of the book, or they go to buycharlesbook.com and that gets you an autographed copy of the book because it bypasses Amazon. Most of the people that get it are their first words are the second half of my lesson for today, which are the words "thank you." It's really amazing that folks are thankful that it's a book that they can read in one sitting. It's a book that, they can finish. They can read from cover to cover, and they can actually say, yes, I read Charles's entire book, Ninja Sales Secrets, and I loved it. And of course, you could also, in 38 minutes, go and write a 5-star review for me on Amazon. That's what makes the world go round, reviews. I don't go to a restaurant unless there's a lot of good reviews. And so the same thing with books and audibles and all of that. You need to, participate in my and your success, or yours and my success. And the way you do that is it's the law of reciprocity. Sorry, I can't say some words well. But it's that law that says that if I do for you, you do for me, we all win more together. And so I have made a point to go and review folks' books. Give them that 5-star rating, and I'm asking you to do the same for me. And it helps us all. become, more influential and more viable as we all want to grow, to be better people, to be better contributors to the world. So let's go ahead. Hey there, Mr. Reed. Let's go ahead and get started with our training. As you know, it only takes about 15 minutes to go through our trainings. I've spent 2 of your minutes already kind of yapping over here. But here is Ninja Sales Secret number 13 and number 14. And there's 20 of them. So we are getting really close to the end here. Ninja Sales Secret number 13. The difference between the words most people and some people. And I'm sure you probably haven't thought of it. It didn't come to my attention until Les Brown actually sat down with me and was looking over the second book that I'm writing, and he said, you use the word you a lot. He said, you use the word you a lot, and you use the word you a lot. And he said, most people don't want to be pointed at, but some people will take it, and be offended by you saying their name or you using the word you. I suggest, this is Les Brown talking to me. Hey, Kristen, I suggest, this is Les Brown talking to me, that you consider, instead of saying some people, say most people. Instead of saying a person I met yesterday at the event, now you have singled out everyone else, and you've eliminated everyone else, and you've singled out one person. Instead of saying the person that I met at the event yesterday, or a lady that I met yesterday, that really takes everyone out of the picture. What if you said, most people find this book very illuminating. Most people would consider writing a 5-star review because they know the law of reciprocity. So instead of this word some people, and we say that because we don't want to offend anyone, we don't want to point any fingers, that's fine. But when you are writing a post and you are talking about, individuals, people like to be part of the bigger crowd instead of the isolated crowd. Some people is a small piece of the pie. Most people is the larger piece of the pie, where Greg Reed says where the fun kids hang out, right? Most people enjoy going to masterminds. Most people get a lot of benefit from being in a mastermind environment. Doesn't that make a lot more sense? Doesn't that sound better? Isn't that received better than some people enjoy masterminds and some people get benefits out of it? Get the point? So, use the word most people much more often. That is Ninja Sales Secret number 13. Now, my favorite Ninja Sales Secret number 14 is about using the words thank you. We were taught to say thank you, but we weren't taught about how often we say thank you. And I want to give you an example, and it's kind of, we're going to talk about a culture, and it may seem a little racist, but I'm so impressed with this culture that I'm going to go ahead and talk about them, and we're going to use lesson number 13 while I talk about them. Have you noticed that most Filipino customer service reps often say thank you way more times in the sentence than you think? I've talked to a lot of Filipinos because I live in a Filipino neighborhood. I love my Filipino aunties and uncles, and I'm welcome in every house without knocking on the door. It's just amazing the culture that I live in. But one thing that they teach their kids from very early on is to use the words thank you often, over and over. You could have a simple conversation about, I had a conversation with a lady who was looking at my front yard, and it's all really well manicured and all that. And she says, your yard is so pretty. And I said, well, thank you. I appreciate that. She goes, well, thank you for having such a pretty yard. And thank you for being a great neighbor. And I said, well, that's really nice of you. Well, thank you. I mean, it was literally, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then at the end of the conversation, try saying goodbye to most Filipino people. And it's like this competition of thank yous. Well, thank you very much, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're like, how many thank yous are we going to go through? Oh, I love it. And so when I think about that culture and I think about how does that affect sales, well, we all love the word thank you. And it really does show a level of respect to your clients, to your potential prospects, to your customers. And I want to add that thank you is not just a way to show appreciation. Thank you is a way to show that you are paying attention. You hear someone talk about the use of your products or services. And after they're done, you can say, that's a great point. I appreciate that. Sure, you can say that. But if you start the response with the word thank you so much for saying that. It kind of feels to the recipient that you have paid enough attention to thank them for their contribution. And so Ninja Sales secret number 14 is the constant use of the word thank you. So many other ways to affect the sales cycle just by showing a level of respect, just by showing that you appreciate what this person has said. And even if they said something that is negative, and it happens, someone says, I really don't like the fact that your book is so short and it's so simple, Charles. I'm like, well, thank you. I appreciate that comment. I'll think about that on the next book. You see, thank you kind of lowers the temperature of a negative situation. Thank you is an effective sales tool, and if used appropriately, could be the difference between a sale and a loss. For instance, let's say you have a very large opportunity on the table and you're talking to the decision maker, and that decision maker tells you that, I'm considering using the competition. I'm considering going somewhere else, and here are the reasons why. You have not provided me enough documentation. You didn't answer my question the way I wanted it answered, and they can go on and on and on. And at that point, you are just setting yourself up for the words thank you. Don't think that this sale is over because they're telling you that they are considering, even if they've decided to go somewhere else. It's like those 3 frogs on a log, and one of them decides to jump off. How many frogs are on the log? 3. Because one just decided to jump off, but there's still 3 frogs on the log. He hasn't done it yet, okay? So, another sales tip. So, anyway, if you listen to the full complaint, you listen to the full reasons, and just receive it, and at the end, your response starts with, thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that. I'm going to consider that in the future. Is there any way, another Ninja Sales tip, that I can still earn your business today? What sales tip was that? That was a Ninja Sales tip number 2. So using these can help. I appreciate your comments. I thank you for letting me know. I thank you for being honest with me. I thank you for notifying me. Thank you for just, giving me a chance to level up with the next customers. I appreciate that. And if there's any way that I can earn your business, I'd appreciate it. See, thank you lowers the temperature. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, thank you, Charles. You rock. That's funny. Most people love Coach Charles. All right, thank you for that too. And as you can see, I have been groomed by my neighborhood, if you will, to say thank you often. And when you are speaking to a group, which I was so honored to be able to finally speak into a live audience this week, it's great that you can appreciate each comment. Even when someone nods their head when you're making a point, and you go, well, thank you, thank you. Just saying that connects you with your audience, and it shows them that you respect what they are providing so much that you're thankful for it. And so, I am thankful for you watching and listening to this video. I want to thank you in advance for sharing it with your friends, and also remember to text Ninja to 474747 and we'll thank you by giving you alerts when we're going live. No, only about 5 more left to go, and then we move up to the next level. So thanks for being there. Have a great week and a great weekend. And remember, most people that pay attention and share this post get more sales. Talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.